All right, we are going live once again, heading on down to Tribal Council. The final five is behind me and we'll be entering momentarily. On we march, back to a very familiar setting, Tribal Council. And let me turn this around so you can see the 5 players as they filter in. Let's hope.
Get comfortable, the jury's a few feet away. They're running.
What? That corner?
No, that.
Okay. All right. And our jury will be making a dramatic and grand entrance shortly.
All right, we will now bring in our jury. Caitlin, Ciara, Rob, Barry, Steph, and Chris voted out at our last tribal council. Final 5. We are almost there. Albie, last tribal council, a lot of statements from you saying that you needed that necklace, that you were outside of a supposed 4 alliance. Was the vote that you went that happened last time part of that 4-person alliance? You feel you were still on the outs heading into this one?
I think somebody from that 4-person alliance was voted out.
Okay.
Left me out of the vote too, but so a lot of shady stuff is happening. You don't really know what's true, what's not true anymore at this point in the game, so you just gotta go with your intuition.
Okay, we're all friends here, so if 4 became 3, that leaves 2 on the outs. One of them's you. Who else is on the outs with you?
Well, the 4 was Chris, Damien, Waylon, and Angela, I thought. So I thought Justin was on the outs, but then they voted together. So I don't know. Everybody could be on the outs.
Waylon, if you were supposedly in that majority alliance, what made you play the idol at the last tribal council?
I didn't feel comfortable. I wanted to make it past another round, and I just figured I had it, and I'd rather play it and play it wrong than go home with it in my pocket.
Okay. Sage advice. Angela, not gonna let you get away with it again this tribal. So I feel like at the end of a Survivor game, there's kind of 2 ways to approach goats. We haven't really talked about goats yet in this game. You can drag them to the end, or you can vote them out so that there's an even playing field. How do you guys feel like you're approaching that as a group here?
I feel like everybody's kind of changed, depending on where they feel like they fit. And I feel like especially these last 2 votes and where we stand right now, it's completely up in the air. I have no idea what's gonna happen. This is probably one of the first tribals that I have no idea. None.
Okay. Justin, at the Touchy Subjects Challenge, the group voted you. Sorry to keep bringing it up. I know that's a touchy subject for you. The group voted you the person who the least respected game, I believe is what it was. What do you feel like you've done over the past few cycles to hopefully change the impression of the jury? I let Angela get away with it. We're done with that.
I've just been working with people that I trust and making moves and lining it down at the end of the game and doing what I need to do.
Okay. Damien, you had earlier said that you hadn't told a lie in this game and you were being completely honest with people. Have you continued to do that throughout this day?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't told people everything I'm thinking, but
Yeah.
I haven't said that I was going to do anything and then not done it.
Do you feel like other people here are liars?
I mean, it's a game, so that's a harsh word.
I mean, not in real life, but have they been lying in this game?
Yeah, I think that there's been a lot of.
Anyone in particular that you completely do not trust?
No. I think
Everyone's had their
people
moments.
have their own games, and I respect that.
Okay. I heard somebody wanted to say something at Tribal Council, finally. Is that a real...
I was just going to say that I don't like playing this late.
You don't like it?
I don't really like it. No.
What's different about the late game to you?
It's just too much going on, too much mistrust, too much emotion.
Have the emotions started to get to you guys?
Yeah.
I've been in your place. I cried. Have the tears started flowing? I mean, are these difficult decisions? We're playing for great causes. I mean, there's all that going into it. You've gotten to know each other really well. The elements have been hard. I mean, how much has that started to hit you guys? Anyone can jump in. I mean, you're all... I see the 1,000-yard stairs, so I'm assuming that it's there.
I think we're all pretty drained, mentally, physically, spiritually.
Yeah.
We're just kind of on the downhill slope.
Okay. Well, we're almost there. Does anyone need to say anything right now before we vote to make sure the jury knows how well you're playing, or how well someone isn't playing, or to make sure that you're safe at this tribal council? Or has that all been said? It's all been said. Albie, you're keeping it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You can go vote.
All right, Albie will step away and go and cast his vote. We will step away as well. As always, just gonna go have a chat with all of you while we wait for the votes to be cast. I know it might sound like it's raining, but it's just my poncho crinkling in the breeze. All right, so we're getting down to the wire here. Final 5. People are starting to get a little more specific and maybe a little more worried. Albie, with that necklace around his neck, made it sound like he really needed it. But Albie has been known to be good at putting on a show, be good at hiding kind of what might actually be happening. So he may or may not have truly needed that necklace, but I know he was super happy to win it and get it right back and put it right back on his head. Let's see, so obviously, for those that did not catch the last tribal, this was touched upon, but Waylon had an idol that he had found at a previous tribal council and ended up playing it last time. I actually overheard him kind of trying to explain to the other players left in the game why he played it, and he said it was because no one was looking at him last tribal. And so because no one was looking at him, I guess he got a bad feeling and decided, you know, let's just go ahead and play it, make sure we're safe, make sure we get to the next round of the game. The only other idol that we know is out there right now that a player actually has is Angela. She has her fan favorite idol that I do not know if anyone else in the game knows about, but she will presumably be playing it because this is actually the last tribal that she can use it. It will expire after this round. These idols were only good until the final 5, so Waylon playing his at the final 6, and now Angela with the opportunity to play it at today's tribal. And if she does not use it here, she will not be using it at all. So odds are really good. I assume that she would be using it to save herself, whether or not she needs saving. Obviously, there's also the opportunity for her to play it on someone else sitting with her. But if she does play it on herself, she will be safe. Albie has a necklace, Albie is safe, which would mean the vote would potentially go to either Justin, Damien or, oh my god, I just had this in my head, I'm sorry, or Waylon. Okay, so we are potentially only between those three names. But I don't know, we will wait and see because I've been wrong so many times before. So who knows, I could be wrong again. But we're gonna go head on back to Tribal Council because we are close to time to get these votes read. Last person coming back from voting. I'm staying on the path this time so I don't fall into a hole or trip over a rock like I usually do. Players here have all cast their votes. They are just waiting for the results now. And as always, we have our jury silently taking in everything. They will use everything that they are learning throughout these tribal councils, as well as everything that they've experienced in this game to help crown our winner later on. Looking like we are moments away from finding things out.
Okay. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Is she proposing?
A friend told me it was better to use it and not need it than to play at home.
If this is the hidden immunity idol, who are you playing it on?
Myself.
Yourself. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast against Angela will not count. I'll get to the vote. First vote. Damien. Second vote. Waylon. Third vote. Waylon. Fourth vote. Damien. That's 2 votes each. Fifth vote. The 19th person voted out of Can You Survive 2021 and the 7th member of our jury. Waylon. That's 3, that's enough. Good job, guys. Waylon? Tribe has spoken. Thanks. Yeah. Alright. I know that was tough. Tough in here, right? The end of the game is hard. Proud of
All right, so we are staying on the live stream. We are moments away from chatting with Waylon. What? Yeah, we can do that. All right, we're gonna. Yeah. All right. All right. Hey, Waylon, you are live. Hello. We're just gonna continue on well past the car. You do not need to back to do what I've been doing like half this time and walk backwards. Yeah. What's a little more wilderness? All right, we're just gonna, we usually go to about the point where it starts to get elevated, just so we're far enough away that you can share what you'd like. So this will be kind of your last words for now for the viewers. You'll be able to just share anything you'd like, anything that's on your mind. This is your time, and then I'll ask you a couple questions to end it off, and then if I'll have you just stand over here because the backdrop is a little cooler without road in the background.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, hello, viewers. Fortunately, didn't work out the way I necessarily intended. However, I had an inkling that tonight was going to be my night, especially after I got a little antsy and played my idol last tribal when I should have, in reality, saved it for this one, which is fine. I'm glad I made fifth. Truthfully, I went above and beyond my expectations, and I'm proud of the game I played to get me there. And we all know, if you're a former player, or if you played, or if you watched, once you get down to this, the nitty-gritty of things, it can go anyway. So I'm just thankful for the opportunity, and I had a lovely time and experience playing.
We are so happy to hear that. And Waylon, you mentioned being so proud of yourself. Definitely tons to be proud about. Would you like to share with us maybe a specific thing that you're the most proud of?
Oh, you know what? I'm really proud of my social game. I think I genuinely made friends out here, which is something I wanted to do, but didn't intend to do at the level that I did. I think I made a lot more friends than I expected, and that is something that's just really sits with me well, and I will carry onward back to the Midwest.
Awesome. And obviously you got to experience almost the entire game, being, you know, in the final five. And so we would just love it if you would just walk us through maybe a favorite memory or a favorite moment, favorite experience from out here.
You know, I'm not a camper. I'm not an outdoorsy person. I've never slept on the ground before. That was not the most fun part.
I was like, that was your favorite part?
No, that's not my
Yikes.
favorite part. But I tell you what, I think my favorite part is night one was trash. Absolute trash. Night 3, I felt that ground like it was a memory foam cushion that was 8 inches tall. Like, I'm just... but, like, the way we all came together and just the talks we would have, too, like, we made pine needle tea. We scavenged for berries. We starved. And we've been wearing the same clothes for days. And I just... It was my favorite part was the entirety of the thing and the people that I get to meet and this experience that has been so well manufactured.
Thank you. And so before we let you go, you were playing for a great cause. You have raised quite a bit of money that will be going to this cause thanks to your excellent placement. So this is your time to once again let our viewers know who you were playing for. Go ahead and shout them out.
So I'm playing for the Ashland County Cancer Association. I didn't let the players know, but I am actually their communications and transportation coordinator, so I work for them. They support Ashland County cancer patients, which is Ashland County in Ohio, which we're between Cleveland, Columbus. We pay for some of their medical bills. We provide transportation to and from cancer patients. We supply wigs, boost nutritional drinks, whatever we need to do to lift the burden off of people afflicted with something that is just terrible. And I think everybody can relate to people who have been afflicted, or know people, or have people in their family, or know someone who has been afflicted by cancer. And we know how that burden really lays heavy on their shoulders. And the most memorable part is when someone walks into our office and you tell them all their services, or we tell them all of our services that we have to offer, and you see that sigh of relief, like, okay, now I can really focus on me instead of the money part of things. And so the Ashland County Cancer Association is grateful for any support that you're willing to do.
Thank you so much for the work that you do, Waylon, and again, congratulations. You will be seeing him, folks, at the very next Tribal Council.
See you later.
Bye. All right. A lot of these players playing for things that are very near and dear to them. A lot of people either very involved or very affected by something that they are choosing to support. So these charities really are a big part of all of their lives. Oh, I'm sorry. I just got emotional while he was talking about his charity. Sorry. Anyway, all right, we will be back with more action, and we are down to the final 4. It's incredible. So close to the end of this game. Oh my God. Going through the jungle again. So close to the end of this game, so don't go anywhere. We are going to be back, and thank you again to all of our absolutely fabulous viewers that have been tuned in the whole time. Thank you for everyone that has donated to all of these incredible causes. We raised so much money for all of these incredible and worthy causes, and we are so appreciative to all of you. So stay tuned, and we're gonna get ready to go again shortly.